2, 1, go. So yeah, I'm actually sick, so I'm gonna have 30 seconds here to help me explain what's going on in the game. I'm gonna try not to talk too much myself, because it feels like I'm having a huge infection in my throat. So, yeah, go ahead.
So, the first thing, we're playing on the IQ version of the game, which we will explain version differences in a little bit. So what we're doing right here is we're half boosting. Half boosting actually is faster rather than full boosting. It saves approximately maybe 15-ish seconds throughout the run. Maybe actually even more than that, probably like 30, 40 seconds. I'm not really sure though, but also we're playing on the IQ version, which is actually the fastest version of the game that we know of. The Wii U Virtual Console version was, we think it's the fastest version, but it hasn't been properly tested. The Japanese version is actually the third fastest version, which you'll see why at the end of the stage here. It's actually, there's a boss transition that is faster on the Japanese version, but it's very slow on English. And so we also see that Pottoww is actually not moving around a lot, and the reason for that is that moving around on screen a lot wastes more time, because you're not like boosting in a straight line, you're actually just moving around on the screen, and it just is slower movement overall. And also, we're going to be doing a few lag reduction strats here as well. As you'll see throughout this run, we do a few of them, but on IQ, it's actually not too much required, because the IQ doesn't actually even lag way too much, as in N64. The Wii Virtual Console version actually doesn't have too much lag, but it's much more preferable to run on N64 because it's the most ran console. So here we're coming up on the first boss. This is actually the boss I was talking about earlier, is that this boss is much faster.
You should probably watch my stream instead of the ESA stream, because the ESA stream is a bit behind for commentary.
Oh yeah. Well, the boss there is that the Japanese version of the game actually the hatch opens like 3 or 4 seconds faster than on the English version, and that's the reason why the Japanese version is the fastest to do on N64 than on IQ. But this is not the Japanese version, this is the Chinese version of the game, which was not released anywhere else besides China. So we're just going on to the next level here, which is Sector Y. Sector Y is it's one of the fewest places in the run where you need to meet a certain requirement to go on to Aquas. For this level, you actually need 100 points to continue on to Aquas, which is the next red line stage. If we don't meet the 100-point requirement, we go to Katina, and that's not what we want, obviously, because it's not part of the red line route. It's pretty easy getting 100 points here, though. There's a ton of places for it. Like, just use charge beam shots, use bombs as necessary. And also, the boss of this area here, It gives a total of 19 points, so actually you need 81 points before you get to the end of the level. Other than that, really not too much to explain here. You can go ahead and read donations if you'd like.
Certainly. We have a $10 donation from Escazel saying, I must ask you a question. Wait, I'll shave it for later. Also, do a battle roll.
I would certainly do barrel rolls.
There's gonna be a lot of them in this run, we assure you.
Can I take a minute to talk about our charity?
Sure.
Okay, we are raising money for the Movember Foundation. The Movember Foundation, everything it does is to stop men dying too young. The Movember Foundation is investing in research to find out how to give men the best possible outcomes after their diagnosis. Programs like TrueNTH, GAP, and prostate cancer outcomes are bringing together the best minds around the globe to have an unprecedented collective impact. The annual Movember campaign is a key way of getting men the information they need to take charge of their health, make informed treatment decisions, and empower them to take action where necessary. Thank you for all your donations.
So this boss here is very RNG heavy, where like his movement is random. A lot of the time you won't actually hit the bomb on him, but nice.
That's good. That's actually really hard to do.
Very nice.
Basically right there you want to shoot a bomb so Shogun actually flies into it. The bomb timing is very precise. The first two Shogun fighters are a bit tricky to get because as 30 explained, they are a bit RNG heavy, so they can fly either towards you or away from you, and it can be hard to actually kill them. I had very good luck there, and I managed to kill off the Shogun boss fight with the bomb. You can have an extra reserve on there, just in case, but...
It's definitely a lot harder than it looks. It's very precise. Because optimally, like one cycling both the phases there actually, it's pretty much required if you want to get a very optimal time in the game. If you want to get like a sub 33 on N64, it's almost required. I think you could actually barely get it without it, but it's helps a lot if you get one cycle. So now we're in Aquas, which is actually one of the most laggiest stages in the game. We don't really necessarily know what causes the lag, but we have theories like it could be the bubbles from the yeah, from the Blue Marine, yeah. And there's also these fish that are like on screen, and we also think
the entire screen just wobbles around. I mean, we've talked a little bit about IQ earlier. IQ is, as I said, the Chinese version, and the thing with IQ is that it doesn't necessarily lag as much. IQ saves about exactly 30 seconds for over N64 in Redline. But Aquas is one of the stages where the IQ lags really shows. And my own theory for this is that it's just supposed to be slow and laggy, so it's like laggy on purpose, but I don't know. Maybe not.
I'm not sure, but definitely on N64, this is an extremely laggy stage. Also, Titania is, but we don't go to that planet in this category. But if any of you play this game, you'll know the planet I'm talking about. Which Also, there's no actually real achievement here. The whole goal of this level is just to beat the level. There's no point requirement that you need. There's no specific achievement you have to do. And also, unlike the last stages that we do, we're actually full boosting. We're not actually half boosting.
Based on all the testing we've done for this, it doesn't actually matter how you boost in the Blue Marine. The R-Wing has this half boost, and the Landmaster actually has like a quarter boost as his optimal. It's optimal.
It's only a little less than a quarter boost on the Landmaster.
Yeah, but like it's very short. It's about the same. It's actually also a difference between on-rail sections and all-range modes. Because all-range modes also uses very short boosts, which you will see at the end of the run. But it actually doesn't really matter here when you play the Blue Marine. You can do so if you want to. But why I'm holding it is because then I know exactly how much I have to boost at the very end of the stage to approach Bakun, which is the boss fight, at a very optimal way.
Could you turn your mic up a bit?
Turn my mic up?
Turn mic up, yes.
Not right now, really.
No, you can't. Because some people in chat are asking to turn up mic, that's all. This is actually Bakun. Easily one of the worst bosses in the game in a speedrun, because this boss is so much RNG here. And the reason for the RNG in this fight is because he can shoot out these pearls that are cannon-like things that just come flying right at you, and it can really mess you up really badly here. And also, it's very possible to...
Perfect.
Nice.
Oh, it's not very common
really,
to have
really
a perfect
good.
Bakun. I'm having really good luck right now.
So yeah, this, that fight is really heavy on RNG because these pearls can just fly in your way and can get in the way of your torpedoes, which it costs a bit of time, but it's really hard to get good at this fight because of the RNG.
Basically, you want to shoot the pearls as soon as they approach to try to clear a path for your missiles.
Right.
An interesting thing in Aquas is that Aquas is actually a very glitchy stage as well, because I have a lot of different clips on my channel here on Twitch where missiles just go flying in different direction off stage and everything where it shouldn't. I hit like some places where you should be able to hit, and it doesn't record a hit, and it's just really weird.
Yeah, like, I've even had an instance where, like, I was shooting a torpedo at one of the columns and it just wouldn't hit it for some reason. It's a very buggy stage overall. So the next stage is Zonus. Personally, my favorite stage in the game, in my opinion. There is actually an objective here, and the main objective here is we have to destroy all these searchlights. If we do not destroy... If we miss one searchlight, we cannot progress to the red line stage. And obviously, we can't do that. We have to destroy... It's not really hard to miss any of the searchlights, but if you're going for like really a very fast and optimal Zonus, then yeah, it can be pretty difficult because you're just boosting all the time. You can accidentally pass a searchlight. Really nothing too much to explain about this stage, besides just getting past it, searching, shooting all the searchlights. So if you want to read donations, feel free to do so.
Alright, we do have one here. It's a $10 donation from Anonymous saying, I am happy I arrived on time to see the last speedruns. The bad part will be that I'm working tomorrow. Keep up the great...
有个家伙在后面跟着我。 别打我！
瞄准船舵火狐。
One interesting thing about boosting in this game is that if your boost is if your boost is about to end or start or just started, when you get hit, the boost actually stops working for a few frames.
敌人的游轮。
So
你后面有敌
you
人。
want to try to not get hit as much. But at the same time, it's actually very interesting because as 30 Cents explained in the beginning, moving around the screen actually costs you a lot of time. The game has really pretty like physics, I guess, in that manner. But taking a hit, so you get flung to the side, actually doesn't cost you any time at all. So a TAS in this game will probably just hit every wall ever to move around.
I've also actually, that's actually also noticed that in my any percent runs of this game as well, is that, okay, I just didn't get hit, but I'm just going fast anyway. So I did in Redline as well. But yeah, this stage is looking really good so far.
Yeah, it worked fine. The two big like stages where I could potentially do very bad things has passed now. During my run at ESA 2016, I actually missed 1 point in Sector Y and had to redo the entire stage. Glad I didn't do the same mistake this time. So right now I'm gonna listen to the music and shoot the first bomb.
Also, it's actually very possible to soft lock on this boss.
my
If you boost like rapidly before the boss shows up, the game will soft lock. But this fight is not really too difficult. There is actually a cheese that you can do here.
I messed one
You
thing
can-
up there. I actually shot a bomb too late, so I hit one of the cannon shots going out. I tried to shoot to press the B button, but it didn't really work.
没问题。
But yeah, there is some RNG in that fight. When I shoot the crane, I brake and go upwards on the screen to just destroy it in one bomb. Normally it takes, I think it takes 3 bombs, but I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I did that normally. But the amount of time it takes for the crane to actually get destroyed is very RNG based, pretty much. I mean, there's nothing I can do to control it. So he had a very bad turn there, so I lost some time to that.
And also, if you shoot a bomb like at the crane and then you brake and then you hold down on the control stick, you can actually
I'm gonna kill Slippy here, just saying. The reason why I kill Slippy is because no one wants Slippy. There's no reason besides that I kill Slippy here.
no one likes Slippy. So rest in peace, Slippy.
Sector Z or Z is actually like this game's only real auto-scroller, because there's actually nothing I can do to speed this up. All the missiles are set on the timer and they're set on the same timer, so the first 2 waves of missiles doesn't really matter for me when I destroy them. The only thing that actually matters in this game stage is that I try to avoid lag and that I destroyed the final set of missiles as fast as possible.
And it's also worth noting that the IQ can lag on this stage as well.
Yeah, IQ has less lag, but it isn't lag free. Explosions tears a lot on the on this game, on this version as well. So I'm gonna try to avoid having explosions on screen. I'm gonna zoom out the camera when I destroy the missiles to avoid as much lag as possible. During the final set of missiles, you're probably gonna see lag anyway.
I mean, it's also worth also noting is that if you're doing this on N64, you can actually kill everyone here because the second last stage of the game, Area 6, lags a lot with all 3 party members. But if you have Falco at the last, for like the last set of missiles, it actually reduces some of the lag you do. Maybe not by much, but it definitely helps on N64. But on IQ, it doesn't really matter.
So right there I want Falco to destroy the missile, because then I don't have to watch the explosion, I don't have to accidentally get some lag.
Yeah, I would also like to do the same strat on N64 as well. And also, you can actually fail this mission as well. There is a category we do, and that's simply any percent, where you have the first missile fly into Great Fox, and you fail the mission, you go directly to Bulls. But we don't want to go to Bulls, because we're not doing any percent.
Here comes Cat. Fun fact, the English name Cat is actually spelled in the very exact way that the Swedish word for cat is. Like her name in the game, K-A-T-T. That's how you spell cat in Swedish. Now you know. Go tell your teacher.
Hmm.
456号导弹基地。
耶！保护住了我，追击，给凯特让路。
There's nothing really too much else to talk about, so you can go ahead and read more donations if you'd like.
Unfortunately, there aren't any donations, but I will take this time to talk about our charity, the Movember Foundation. The state of men's health is in crisis. Men experience worse longer-term health than women and die on average 6 years earlier. Prostate cancer rates will double in the next 15 years. Testicular cancer rates have already doubled in the last 50. 3/4 of suicides are men. Poor mental health leads to 500,000 men taking their own life every year. That's 1 every minute. The Movember Foundation is working to fund both research into these areas and support networks for those undergoing treatment.
So I managed to get a very good missile kill there. If you go too much far out on the stage, you're gonna do a U-turn and turn around and lose like 5 seconds. So you want to be as close as possible to hit the missiles early, and then just try to
That's a
not
big
go out.
time loss. That's a big time loss for this game too.
I hold the world record for this category with a 31:59 that I got about 2 months ago, I think. And in that run, I had 2 mistakes. One of them being a bad Area 6 boss fight with 1 extra cycle, and one of them actually failing Sector Z. Other than that, the category or the run was flawless.
So this is the second last stage of the game. This is Area 6, the level before Venom. We also do some lag reduction strats here, but it's like nothing too worthy to talk about. It's just boosting through the stage and yeah, just doing it like every other auto-scroller stage. So if you do have a donation this time, you can go ahead and read one if you do have any.
Unfortunately, we don't have any donations at this time.
Oh, come on, guys. You gotta donate.
There is one thing I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna shoot a bomb to destroy these missiles coming at me, because if I don't do that, this was discovered like a couple of years ago, I think, but if I don't do that, Slippy actually won't respawn for Venom, and I want Slippy. Respawn for Venom, because I don't want this Star Wolf gang to come after me. So right here is the highlight of IQ Star 64, Andros, listen.
詹姆斯的儿子。那些营养腊肠狗不是我的对手。我期待已久了。
Everyone loves Chinese Andros.
他们冲破了第一防线。
Oh my god, no. The stream, I think the stream froze before Chinese Andros showed up. Oh my god.
Is it my stream that froze though?
Oh, I
No, it
think it's just
shouldn't
the
be.
ESA stream. Oh wait, no, there we go. No, I think it was just... I think it was actually just your stream. I think it is actually your stream, but yeah, it's...
No, I want to drop 150 frames so far.
Okay, yeah. Okay, they're gonna hear it. Okay, yeah, they're hearing it now. Yeah.
Okay, so right here is Gorgon, the Area 6 boss, and this boss fight is actually very RNG heavy, because I need to destroy all of the 3 tentacles before they disappear. As soon as I've destroyed one of them, the other is gonna be destroyed in 3 seconds. So that was bad, but whatever.
This boss fight wastes a lot of time.
Got the first one. I got the first one. That's really good.
Nice, man. Like, if you missing like a 1 cycle here, it wastes so much time. Like, even if you're like on a really good paced run, you can waste like easily 5, 6, or 7 seconds before like before you actually get to move on to the next phase of the fight.
Oh no, I didn't get the second one. He moved around way too much. Get destroyed, please. Oh, the hitboxes are bad. Okay, there we go. The hitboxes for those tentacles are really stupid.
It's like you're also on like some very strict time limit to hit those tentacles too, like a very short amount of time before they fade away. So the time frame here is really slim, unfortunately. And also this is one of the 2 biggest run killers right here. And if you have an extra cycle, it wastes 10 seconds. Like, if you have a 2 cycle... No, not a 2 cycle, 3 cycle, it wastes 10 seconds. But I think actually having 3 cycle wastes, like, 30 seconds in total.
They waste about 10 seconds per cycle.
Yeah, it's... So it can...
So upcoming now, I'm gonna just say this, upcoming now is Star Wolf, and Star Wolf is one of the biggest run killers. I mean, the 2 biggest run killers in this game, or this category, is right at the end.
It's really unfortunate that they are at the end, too, because you've gotten this far, and Starwolf can end all of it just right here and right now.
Really
So
terrible.
there's nothing you can do about this fight too. Like, they'll just move in a really random direction. Like, we're on the last like 3 or 4 minutes of the run right now, and just nearing the end and reaching this point on a record pace run is horrid. It's a horrible feeling to have.
Where is he? There is. Okay. That was kind of bad. So right now, it's actually possible to soft lock the game here. Also, I'm having a terrible.
Yeah, like, we don't actually...
Didn't soft lock the
Well,
game at least.
okay, good, yeah. There is a potential soft lock that could happen there. That, if you, like, enter in at, like, a very wrong angle or something like that. I don't really know exactly how the soft lock works in the game, but you can soft lock there, as in Fox will just circle around the tunnel forever. There's nothing you can do about it. So we're at Andros currently. This is the final boss of the game. The first phase of the final boss. There's actually 2 phases, and you'll see the second phase in a minute.
That was a terrible Andros kill. But yeah, whatever.
So this is the brain part of Andros right here, and he's actually, this part here is actually as easy as it looks.
So
I mean,
that's
you might
the
not
entire
get it.
fight. For the second
Yeah.
fight, all you want to do is shoot a bomb at the eyes, do a somersault before the cutscene starts, shoot a bomb, destroy the eyes, shoot him 5 times so he spawns behind you, turn around, shoot the small brain, then it's dead.
Yeah, it's a very easy fight to do.
永远不要放弃，孩子。
Trust me, it's really, really easy.
So right now I'm just gonna escape the tunnel, but the run is not over yet because James actually has a tendency to fool you into committing suicide and going the wrong path. So I'm gonna have to hope that he doesn't trick me this
这一
time.
点来霍布，
Yeah, he could be...
By the way, time is coming up when I leave the tunnel. The tunnel escape is about 45 seconds long, so it's about 35 seconds from now.
It can be pretty tricky to follow, because sometimes he'll just turn to the left, and then when he's actually really going to the right. I've almost lost a few runs to that.
Okay, he didn't
Taking-
trick us.
Nice. Congrats, man.
So time is coming up as soon as I hit end the run. So in like 3, 2, 1.
GG, dude.
So
Very
yeah,
good job.
that is Star Fox 64 Redline. As I said, I hold the world record for this category, but IQ saves about 30 seconds, so it's not too much.
那是我们的队长。
My record seems way better than this compared to others on the leaderboard, but it's not that much better than the other runs. My goal was a sub 32 and I got a 31.59, so that was really good. But yeah, thank you guys very much for stopping by to see my run, and I'm very sorry that I had to get ill. I actually woke up this morning with a throat sore than ever before. But thank you very much, 30, for commentating. It's been really helpful to save my voice a bit.
No
And-
problem, dude. Thank you for having me.
And I hope
And
you guys enjoyed.
Thank you. Thank you all for having me too.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Welcome back to ESA Movember. I'm Paul Lister. This is
RoboSparkle. How's it going?
Yes, and for the last 3 runs of this marathon, we are going to be, at least I'm going to be your host, and we're going to have a bunch of my venue friends cycling through. First one here, my good friend RoboSparkle.
Howdy.
But you just watched the Star Fox 64 run by Pottoww. Had a bit of a hiccup there with the latency of the stream, just kind of adding in an additional few seconds, but he was still under estimate, so that was pretty cool indeed.
Yeah. Very good looking run, and our first and final run on the IQ.
Oh boy,
yeah.
The IQ, the Chinese equivalent to
N64.
The N64, yes. Coming up after that, just now we have Yoshi's Island DS by a good friend of mine, RDV versus the World. I'm sure he's going to deliver some lovely runs for us just now. You looking forward to this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a great looking run. I've not watched the entire game because I've not finished it, but I'm sort of a Sega boy, so it lacks the very specific nostalgia
spoilers
for me. Yeah.
Is this going to be spoilers for you then?
I don't know that Yoshi's Island will necessarily be a big kind of spoilery moments.
Fair enough.
I know a few of the memes, so yeah. I hope not. Like unless there's like, is there any like major story stuff that happens in there that will shatter my world if I know it now?
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't run that game, to be honest. But after that, we also have Ukulele Any Percent for the Switch. Now, last time I had seen a ukulele run, it went wholly overestimate.
Okay.
But,
filling me with confidence right here.
but that was a different time. That was like 2 years ago, different runner. The run was just starting off. It was just a fresh thing. So it should be fine now. I trust our runner to be able to get a good run going and to be able to entertain.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right. I'm going to now query our lovely staff to see if we have the thumbs up. Yes, we do. So it seems like we are ready for our next run, Yoshi's Island DS by RDV versus the World.
Before we do, I just want to say we've got a quick recap of our donation total. We're currently at $6,429, and we're reaching the final couple of hours of our marathon. So let's get it to 6,500. I reckon we can make it. Don't you?
That's $21. And just a cheeky $21 donation will do it.
And then another $50.
Actually, yeah. I can't do math. It's
and then while you're at it, just chuck in another 500. Bring us up to 7. Come on, you can do it.
Let's just go to $7,000.
Yeah.
We have 2 hours with Yoshi's Island and another 20 with ukulele. However
and then
many the last one
Absu
is.
with Bunny. Bunny, how long is Absu?
Like around 36,
37 minutes. Yeah, 3 hours.
Better part of 3 hours to get to 7,000. We can make it happen, guys.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I think we should be ready. We shall transition now over to our next run. Good luck to RDV. Let's see it.
Yes.
Good luck to RDV.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, hey guys, how you guys doing? I'm RDV Force the World. I'm running Yoshi's Island DS. It's not actually a remake of Yoshi's Island. It's actually a sequel. I'm ready to start whenever you guys are. Yeah, this game is better displayed in a vertical layout, so it will you'll get used to the gap. It looks a bit weird now, but yeah. I guess just go in 3,